News on the Cheap, a service of the Dumont Radio Network, a subsidiary of the Pangea Broadcast Consortium. I'm Gordon Kleimheiser. In COVID news, the CDC is concerned about the latest alternative prevention treatment embraced by rural Southerners, Pepto-Bismol for cows. News on the Cheap's Mona Basmussen has more from Smedleyville, Tennessee.
Agricultural extension agents in the heart of the red zone report increased human use of industrial-grade Pepto-Bismol for cows, an over-the-counter bovine digestive medication that medical experts call dangerous when taken by people. Parsley farmer Snard Lutzen says he doesn't trust, quote, highfalutin doctors, but knows a guy who's heard things.
I tell you, hoss, when you're toting 4 stomachs like them beef critters, acid indigestion can hit you something fierce. If that Pepto-Bismol for cows dealie works for them, bound to be a good people medicine for a completely unrelated health thingy like the COVID. Ergo, I'm chugging this pink stuff, but good.
Mr. Glutzen says he confirmed his friend's hunch with 9 seconds of Google research that turned up several supportive Facebook memes. In Smedleyville, Tennessee, Mona Basmussen, News on the Cheap.
The CDC says the unauthorized use of Pepto-Bismol for cows in human beings can cause brain palpitations, projectile diarrhea, lung haze, facial spasms, whooping crotch, foot rot number 7, Himalayan shoulder lesions, and the sensation of having a second neck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition, 0.
First motion.
The Pisces 6 rocket successfully launched this morning from Cape Canaveral. Its payload includes a communications satellite that will bring reruns of Alice, the Jeffersons, and One Day at a Time to the people of Guam, Micronesia, and the Labor Day Islands. Speaking of awkward transitions, another kind of transportation in the news. With the price of gas topping $3 a gallon in places, some people, specifically 2 News on the Cheap producers, are asking, is the dirigible poised for a comeback? We asked Amy Gunderman of the Coalition Alliance Council if blimps, zeppelins, and other airships could be on the way back. Her response:
No.
Ms. Gunderman went on to list 106 reasons why the dirigible is neither practical nor desirable as a viable form of mass transit. You'd see that list on our News on the Cheap website if we had one.
Time to talk about sports.
Another move for baseball's favorite frequent flyer, Roy Two Eyes Fogburn, the journeyman bench warmer who's already played with 23 different teams so far this season. His most notable trade came in June when he went from the Pittsburgh Pirates to a group of actual pirates just off the coast of Madagascar. His home the last 6 hours, the Chicago White Sox, is sending him to the Texas Rangers, not the baseball team, but the Lone Star State's well-known law enforcement organization. We caught up with Roy at the Ranger Post number 63, just outside Lubbock.
Well, I make coffee, I answer the phone sometimes, I change a toner cartridge in the hallway printer. There's some talk I might play on the company softball team.
The Fogburn trade comes after the MLB trading deadline, but the commissioner's office granted a waiver saying nobody cares. News on the Cheap is following rumors the Philadelphia Phillies could trade 4th-string catcher Stench Lehendro to the John Deere Company for an infield fertilizer spreader and $16 cash. Heavy trading at the Peoria Feed and Livestock Derivatives Exchange with squirrel futures, wheat paste, and hay medley number 3, all trading higher. This is News on the Cheap.